We met Nathany Santos in the summer of 2015 when she came to our office looking for some help in navigating the college enrollment process. She placed in the college's final level of ESL, and once she completed those courses in the fall, she was more than ready to continue her education in the field of human services, which we believe is a perfect match for her. Please help me welcome Nathany Santos.
My name is Nathany Santos. I was born and raised in Salinas, Puerto Rico, where I live with my mother, my 3 older brothers, my stepdad, and my half-brother. My parents were divorced, and my father lived with his wife and son, and we saw one another often. My mom was an English teacher in Puerto Rico, and she loved her job. She was good with the kids and happy with her family. All of our lives changed dramatically in 2011, when my mother was diagnosed with breast cancer. I was 14 at the time. My brothers and I did all we could to help our mother. I was in charge of all the cooking and cleaning, and my brothers took my mom to her treatments at the hospital. Unfortunately, the cancer was spread to her bones, and she spent a year in and out of the hospital. My mother died 3 days after my 15th birthday in the summer of 2012. Our hearts were broken. That summer, my brother and I would have to leave everything we knew: our home, our friends, and a half-brother in Puerto Rico, to move to Virginia to live with our father. To say the least, this was not easy on any of us. My father lived in a 2-bedroom apartment with his wife and son. I felt kind of sorry for my father and stepmother because at times they seemed to be overwhelmed, which honestly was understandable. My father continued to work and began looking for a bigger place for us all to live. I was very proud of my brothers during this transition time. Even though we were deep in our grief, they never complained and they were always there for me. Our family would end up moving again in a couple of years, this time to Ashtabula, Ohio, to be closer to family. My brothers found work and I graduated from Lakeside High School in Ashtabula. Now it was time for me to figure out what I wanted to figure out the rest of my life, and I really did miss my mother at times like this. She was my best friend. I'm sorry.
It'll be all right.
She was my best friend and such a good listener. She taught me how to be my own woman, how to value myself, and above all, to never give up. Although I didn't feel quite ready for a 4-year university, I did know that I wanted more for myself. I wanted to be independent, and I wanted to experience college. Luckily, my aunt, who lives in Parma, has a big heart and agreed to take me into her home so that I could attend Tri-C West. This worked out perfectly, since I didn't have a car and her home was near the bus stop. It was also nice because my cousin Solimar also lived there and attended Tri-C as well. My mother and Solimar's mother were sisters, and because Solimar is deaf, she taught me how to sign at the age of 14 so that I could communicate with her. She is like a sister to me. After graduation, I found my way to the Hispanic Council office. Thank God. I gained 2 more stepmoms that day. They had me meet with a counselor, helped me register for classes, helped me with my financial aid, and even gave me a job as a work-study student. Life at Tri-C is very good. As life would have it, my father would unfortunately lose his job in the fall, which meant he wouldn't be able to help me with my college expenses. It was at this time that I learned about Tri-C Hispanic Scholarship. My heart goes out to companies like AT&T, KeyBank for providing scholarship for students like me. I don't know if I would have been able to continue my classes without your support. Muchas gracias. Today, I am proud to say that I'm focused on my education and in completing my degree in human services. I am a member of the Degree in 3 program. I have a cumulative GPA of 3.47. I love my job on campus, and I look forward on continuing my education in social work at Cleveland State University. When my mother taught in Puerto Rico, she had a big sign over her classroom blackboard that read, "Be the best that you can be." I think she would be very proud of me today. Thank you.